What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are doing a get ready with me. I have a lunch date with my friend. Me and her haven't seen each other in a long time, so we are just gonna go do a quick little lunch date, and then later my family is doing like having a little party. We're celebrating a birthday and an anniversary, so I'm gonna get ready for that. But I figured in today's video I will do some underpainting. This is what's quick for me but still gives me a nice look. So before we jump into the video today, you guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's get ready with me. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, the brows are not on, they are not done. My go-to brow pencil is either the NYX Precise Brow Pencil or the Benefit Precise Brow, and I have the shade number 5. So I have noticed I haven't really been liking my brows, and I think it's because I've been using like the brow glue. I just don't feel like it looks the best on me. Then too, I can probably not be using it right, but I am just going to line and fill the brows in with this. And then I always carve my brows out with my Nars Soft Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Ginger. I do want to pick up the shade Praline. I think Praline is a little bit darker than Ginger. And then I'm just going to take an angled brush. This is, you know, just a little angled brow brush. I use that to clean up my brows. And then to blend it out, I have the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. And I just use that to blend out this concealer. I'm just going to drag it down a little bit on the lid. And this is how I would typically do my brow before and after. I know it's nothing special. My brows are definitely not twins. One is thicker than the other, so it's usually a mess. But this is what I feel like is going to work for me. Like I said, I feel like using the brow glue. I'm probably using it wrong, or I don't know. I think my brows need to be trimmed in order for it to really look right. And I don't want to do too much because I don't want to mess up my brows. But yes, I'm going to finish the other one off camera, then we'll get into the base. Alright, you guys, so off camera I did finish the other brow. What I also did, because these primers take about 3 minutes per the instructions to dry, I double primed. I typically always double prime, so I'm not afraid to use like hydrating or gripping primers on the perimeter of my face, because I mainly get oily in the T-zone. So on the perimeter of my face, I use the One Size Secure the Glow Hydrating Primer. If it will focus, come on. So this is what I used around like the edges of my face. And then in the center, in the T-zone where I get oily, I did use the new One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Primer. I also curled my lashes and went in with the Fenty Beauty Mascara. This to me is a really good mascara, but I'm not going to do lashes today. And then what I'm going to do, I am just going to take some bronzer. This is a bronzer palette that I have from Zayoli Beauty. I'm just going to pop some bronzer on the crease. I'm not going to do too much today with the eyes. So we're just going to pop a little bit of bronzer and call it one. All right, you guys, I had to fix my light. It was a little bit too tall. So hopefully the clips prior to this was okay. During the Ulta 21 days saving event, I did just pick up 2 concealers from Lancome. Their Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealers were 50% off. So I picked up the shade 260 and 320. 260 is neutral, 320 is a warm concealer. So I'm just going to go ahead and use these for today. I did do this makeup look actually last night. Me and my husband, my sister kept all 3 of the boys and they spent the night with her. And me and my husband just went and got something to eat. So I did a quick makeup look just so, you know, I wouldn't take up too much time because, you know, we would have been here all day. So this is 260, 320. I think I'm just going to use 320. I don't need to be that bright. And then for the contour stick, I'm going to use this one by Sephora collection. This is the shade medium to tan. So with underpainting, you pretty much do like your cream bronzer and blushes and all of that first. I'm a little... This is definitely another situation of trust the process. And I always typically spray and wet my brushes when I'm blending out my cream products. So with the underpainting too, you kind of pretty much go over the bronzer areas in a sense with the foundation. So yeah, it will fix it. For liquid blush, this is the Give Beauty Dewy Plump Collagen Cheek Tint in the shade Hibiscus. So on my more I won't say necessarily natural. I really don't like using the word natural but when I'm putting on makeup, but I feel like a more everyday wearable blush for me is a more mauvey berry tone type of blush. So I'm going to use the new Morphe cream and liquid blush brush to blend this out. I think this shades like that give me a nice little flush of color. Put a little bit more on this side, so I'm gonna have to put a little bit more on the other side. But once we apply concealer and the foundation, everything will, like these harsh lines, it'll fix it. I really do like Give Beauty's products. I think Give Beauty, which is Gwen Stefani, I feel like her and Lady Gaga really did a good job with their makeup lines. And then now I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer. And then we'll get into the foundation. I feel like this concealer is a little bit thicker than some. So I don't feel like I have to let this sit and dry too long. Where's my concealer brush? Hold on. Alright, you guys, for today's foundation choice, this is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint in the shade 312. So what I am going to do, because I feel like my dropper never worked, I'm just gonna place it, and only I use this foundation. I know some people may feel like it's unsanitary, but my dropper doesn't work. So I'm just kind of lightly placing that. In a sense, I feel like sometimes underpainting is unnecessary. I don't know. Whatever. It does seem a little bit quicker, but you know. So with underpainting, I still see the bronzer and the blush. Like if I'm looking straight ahead, I can still see a little bit of the blush and bronzer peeking through. I think that underpainting, if I could be wrong, but I feel like it helps it to not look as harsh with the cream or liquid bronzer and blush. I honestly will say too, I like this Lancome concealer. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't like how hard it is to take the tube, like, you know, the applicator out of the packaging, because when I just tried to take the shade 260, a little bit of concealer kind of splashed on my desk. So that's just something that I noticed. I don't really care for that. I am going to blend the brighter concealer out with my Makeup by Mario F5 concealer brush. I don't personally like smaller concealer brushes like this, but I do think that it works perfectly for these inner corner areas, just to kind of lightly tap in your concealer. And then I am going to take that blush brush that we used. I'm not going to add any more product to it, but I'm just going to take it and tap the edges here, just to kind of make sure that that concealer and everything is blending in together. And then we can move on. So it just gives it like a more seamless look, if you will. I am going to take, now I did this yesterday and I didn't know how I felt about it, but I'm going to take a little bit of the Sephora 12-hour setting and mattifying powder first. And I'm going to take that on my Morphe M554. I am going to tap a little bit of the excess off and immediately go under the eyes. I'm going to use this first to set the under eyes, then I'll go in with my loose powder. And the loose powder for today is the Laura Mercier Talc Free Translucent. I personally feel like the talc free powder from Laura Mercier is a little bit better than the original. Now to set the rest of the face, Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the shade 35. And I'm just going to take a fluffy powder brush like this. Alright you guys, so because we went in with that more berry toned, y'all. Sorry y'all. We're going to go in with the berry tone blush. So I have this palette from the brand Metamorphosis. Now these tones are definitely intimidating, right? Especially, you know what, I'm so sorry y'all. Let me mute this. Uh, this is for my cousin's wedding, so one of the girls are texting me. But anywho, I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. And I can't even see what the name of it, y'all. I don't have on my glasses. Invincible, I believe it is. But this is the Stinky Cute Blush Palette from Metamorphosis. Very affordable brand, very good quality products. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take like an angle brush and I'm just literally going to tap once. And look at that. That's me tapping once. So I took a little bit off. I have a towel right here that I dusted a little bit off. And I'm just going to keep it back here. Very light-handed. Because, like, look at that. One tap. And I dusted the excess off. And it is looking like that. I will have this blush palette for a very long time. Because you don't need too much. But that's what I mean. Like, yeah, the colors look intimidating. It could work. But you can't be heavy-handed. So again, one tap, take off the excess and just keep it placed back here. I am truly going with a light hand. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I don't think her palettes are no more than like $15 or $20. I have a lot of her palettes. Honestly, I think every blush palette she ever came out with I have, and they are still on her website. So I will definitely check them out. I'm just going to take that brush that I used for the powder just to kind of blend over this a little bit. I did not add any more powder to this. But I think this is looking good. But that is crazy that is one tap into this blush. That's crazy. I'm trying to see myself. Alright, let's go in with bronzer, and then if we have to add any more like loose powder, or not loose powder, but you know, any more type of like brightening powder to kind of correct anything, we will. And I'm going to just go back in with that Zayoli Beauty bronzer palette. And I think I'm just going to mix the the top two shades. So I'm going to take a different angle brush, go back and forth. So I'm taking my Benefit Cookie highlighter, and I typically just put my highlighter here on the nose, Cupid's bow. Sometimes I'll do a little bit here. I don't really care to put highlighter on the cheeks. I'll do it sometimes, but not all the time. But this is a very beautiful highlighter. And then what I'm going to do to set and spray the face to tone down the powders, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And then the LYS Beauty Natural Finish Blurring, Mattifying, and Setting Spray. I'm going to just mix these two today. Not typically my norm, because I really didn't care for this when I first reviewed it. But we got to use our products, y'all. See, I feel like once you start spraying your setting sprays and setting everything down, it helps pull it together. Alright, you guys, so this is what I mean by like spraying and setting everything down. I feel like now everything is coming together. So off camera, I did use the Huda Beauty Creamy Kohl eyeliner. This is the Extreme Black eyeliner by Huda Beauty. And then the lower lash line, I just used the same Fenty mascara. For the lip combo today, I'm doing the Beauty Crop Lip Liner in Tiramisu. And this lip liner, as you can see, gives you that cool tone vibe. I keep telling you guys to go on Beauty Bay and just check out some of those UK based brands, because they really have some good products. Don't mind my hair, y'all. I do have to go do my hair. I just washed it. It was wash day, so I'm gonna do that before we finish the clip. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss in the shade Sugar Baby. And then to top it off, I'm going to go in with Pink Honey Lip Glaze in the shade Dreamer. So this is a really new lip gloss. Again, I got this from Beauty Bay. So we're just doing a glossy, milky lip today. Let me fix this. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look. I think we're gonna leave, I'm gonna go retouch up the hair. I think we're gonna leave it down today. I don't really like to wear my hair down, but this is pretty much how it dries. It's like a crinkly, wavy type of vibe. It looks cute when it finally puffs up, so I think that is what we're gonna do today. However, with this underpainting method, I would say yesterday it took me, this is my third time trying underpainting. This took me about 20 minutes yesterday. Of course, recording and filming and trying to explain what products I'm using and all of that, of course, it's going to take a little bit longer. But I'm not mad at the process. But let me know in the comments, do you think underpainting is necessary or not? I do personally feel like it helped tone down the harshness of like your cream or liquid bronzer and blush. But that's just my thoughts. It was fun to try it and see like if I could do my makeup a little bit quicker with this. Sometimes if I am in a rush, I will do like my foundation concealer set and I'll just do powder, bronzer, and blush instead of using cream or liquids. So that's something that I typically do if I'm, you know, crunch time doing my makeup. But I just wanted something very simple and put together today. But yeah, I would have to keep playing with this method and this technique. Of course, it might not be perfected. But that's why we don't judge on this channel. You know, everybody ain't gonna do how everybody else do. But yes, also on quick makeup days, I do opt for just a lip liner and gloss type of vibe. So that way, it's like all I would have to reapply throughout the day is my gloss. Sometimes using like liquid lipsticks or mattifying lipsticks and stuff like that, it could just, you know, once it wears off, it just doesn't look as good throughout the day. So this is just quicker for me to throw in my purse my glosses and call it a day. But I am gonna go about the rest of my day, you guys. I just wanted to film a video for y'all, show a little bit of what I feel like underpainting is. Again, I will continue to work with it and, you know, see how I could tweak it that works best for me. But this color blush, all of that is typically what I would do on, you know, just a more toned down day. But that is it for today's video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, be blessed out there, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.